Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in again today. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a story that is shaking the entire baseball world. A story where national pride, superstar clashes, and the future of the World Baseball Classic all collide. Because just as Team USA unveiled their all-star monster roster for the 2026 WBC, featuring Judge, Trout, Witt Jr., and a lineup so powerful it looks unreal, one man's words sent shockwaves across America. With just a few calm sentences, Ohtani ignited debates in Japan, Korea, and the United States. Challenged the very structure of MLB's offseason, and forced both nations to rethink their strategies, their expectations, and even their definition of baseball greatness. This is not just about rosters, not just about the WBC. This is about a global power shift in the world of baseball, one unfolding right in front of our eyes. So buckle up, because what Ohtani said, what Judge answered, and what Team USA is building will change the 2026 WBC forever. Let's get into it. America's commitment is undeniable. Two-way superstar Ohtani, whose words of wisdom following the announcement of the 2026 U.S. national team roster for the World Baseball Classic have become a hot topic across the nation. Today, we'll delve into the chaos this all-star team brings and Ohtani's extraordinary influence amidst an all-star lineup that includes players like Judge and Trout. This all-star team is charging toward victory. The U.S. national team's moves are drawing much attention as they approach the 2026 WBC. Mark DeRosa, who led the team to runner-up finishes in every tournament, has been appointed manager, and Michael, with his extensive track record, has joined the team as general manager. While DeRosa played in the MLB for 16 years, he is still relatively new to coaching, but he is highly regarded for his strategy and team management. He is truly grateful and excited for the opportunity to compete with the USA logo on his heart. He passionately states that the time he spent with the U.S. national team staff and players in the clubhouse and dugout was one of the best moments of his life. The new GM, a veteran executive with many years of experience, said it was a great honor and privilege to lead the U.S. national team in the WBC. Manager DeRosa and his acquaintances expressed their enthusiasm, saying they would devote all their efforts to building a team poised for victory. When Angels player Mike Trout stepped forward as captain for the 2023 WBC, his enthusiasm inspired Mookie Betts, JT Realmuto, Bobby Witt Jr., Cal Lowry, Pete Waronso, and pitcher Bollinger to sign up, creating the strongest dream team in history. The team faced off against Japan in the finals, and the combined hits of Trout and Ohtani remain unmatched. While they were unable to become world champion, the U.S. national team demonstrated their true potential, raising expectations for the 2026 tournament to new heights. The USA national team dominated the tournament, winning its first championship in 2017 and finishing as runner-up in 2023. However, the new U.S. representative for the 2026 World Baseball Classic is none other than MLB's most powerful active slacker, Yankees pitcher Aaron Judge. When manager DeRosa revealed this on an MLB Network program on April 14th, the entire nation erupted in excitement. Judge set a new AL record with an astounding 62 home runs in 2022 and has 3 50-home run seasons, making him one of the best in MLB history. Last season, he won his 3rd home run title with an impressive 58 home runs, and in 2025, he tied for 2nd in the AL with 53 home runs. He's a 2-time MVP, truly reigning supreme as the modern-day champion of baseball. Although Judge was dismissed 2 days after surgery due to his appearance, he expressed gratitude to his adoptive mother. I don't think I would have been able to join the Yankees without my mother, whom God brought us together, he said. My mother taught me right from wrong as a child, and I owe it all to her, including how to treat others. He also said, my father has always been my hero and someone I respect at all times. Furthermore, a reporter who knows him well said he continues to work in the field. In 2018, he founded the Aaron Judge All Rise Foundation and appointed his mother as its executive director. The foundation provides small grant programs to community-based organizations that organize children's camps and programs. These efforts were recognized last year, and he received the Roberto Clemente Award, which recognizes major leaguers who are dedicated to their work in the field. Judge is Ohtani's biggest rival in terms of both his track record and popularity, but the success of a young player who has been overshadowed by him is attracting attention. The victim hidden in the shadows of Ohtani and Judge. As the major leagues continue to announce various awards, Royals player Bobby Witt Jr., who is also a high-achieving player in the 2026 World Baseball Classic, was selected for the league's Silver Slacker Award in the Best Hit category and the Platinum Gold Glove Award. While this marks the highest recognition for a player, fans are expressing a surprising theory about his career. Drafted second overall in the 2020 draft and highly regarded since high school, Witt Jr. steadily progressed through the minors before making his major league debut in 2022. He immediately recorded 20 home runs, doubles, and 30 base hits, and in his second year, he hit 30-49, 332, 32 home runs, 109 RBIs, and 31 base hits, achieving a triple three. He also improved on his defensive play, which had been an issue, and his 9.4 batting average that year was second in the majors, enough to be considered an MVP, but he was defeated by Judge. He's also thriving this season, batting point. His defensive stats, 24, make him the top infielder, solidifying his reputation as one of the best hitters in the majors. While these numbers would normally warrant a reputation as a top-tier baseball player, the fact that he's also in the same era as the legendary Judge Ohtani, who continues to perform at an unprecedented level as a two-way player, has put him in the shadow of the two in the major's strongest debate. In light of this, social media has been buzzing about how at this rate he could be considered one of the best hitters on the market. He's perfect in all his running moves, plus he's handsome. While there are many small voices saying he deserves to become a legend, Judge is also a victim of Ohtani. Ohtani and Judge. He should be playing when these two are in their prime. Wood Jr., born under a star, is a good choice. There are also ongoing discussions with fellow players, such as, I want to see someone surpass Judge for the MVP award before he loses his edge. We're excited to see how Witt Jr. will perform as a member of the U.S. national team at next spring's WBC. And eternal rivals Ohtani and Judge spoke of their passion for the WBC. Ohtani and Judge are igniting the fire of battle. Ohtani shared his thoughts in a post-game interview at the 2023 tournament. It's a dream come true, so I'm very happy. I thought the score would change somewhat, and it was a close game, so I was nervous, but I'm glad I managed to hold them off. 12. I thought Trout would be the one to end the game if we won, but he came up with a powerful hit, and I thought he might not be able to finish it off, but I'm glad it ended up being the best result. I'm glad that we won the championship as a step toward making baseball even more popular not only in Japan, but also in Korea, Taiwan, China, and other countries, and I hope that this will happen. Furthermore, Ohtani, as I said before, would be honored if he were selected for the 2026 tournament. First of all, I need to show my skills throughout the year, including my performance and position up to that point, so I'll focus as much as I can on this season and then see how the offseason goes," he said. While prioritizing his own performance in the 2025 season and his contributions to the team, Judge's humility and sense of responsibility in wanting to be worthy of being selected again as a member of Japan are evident. Furthermore, Judge, who serves as the Yankees' captain and spiritual center, has announced his participation in the WBC, which is of immeasurable value to the U.S. team. He was unable to participate in the 2023 tournament due to a 9-year, $360 million contract extension. But this year's first WBC appearance is a powerful trump card for the U.S. team, which is striving to become the world's top team. During a remote broadcast appearance, Judge expressed his joy, saying that representing this country means a lot to him and that he is truly looking forward to it. He also stated that while they advanced to the finals last time but lost to Japan, he believes they can succeed if everyone is focused on the same goal of victory. "To be a winner, we have to do what we need to do," he said, expressing his strong determination for the tournament. Manager DeRosa also commented on Judge's participation, saying, "Everyone wants to be in the same room with him," and expressed high expectations for his leadership and great personality. Following Judge's announcement, he said the possibility of more MLB stars joining the U.S. national team is increasing, and he believes the team will be able to add even more young, dynamic players to the previous team. He added, "The players are highly motivated after the last time they played, and I'm looking forward to playing in the finals no matter who they face." While the last final was very exciting, it would have been even better if the outcome had been different. He hinted at a strong possibility that we can change that in the next WBC. "They have excellent players at every position, and the roster seems to be hot." He named Takashi Murakami as someone who particularly made an impression on him, saying, "He's a great player at a great position, and I think he'll probably be in the majors soon." His batting was also very impressive. He continued, "He was also good. Sasaki is now with the Dodgers, but he was one of the first players I saw back then. I'm definitely looking forward to playing against such a high-level Japanese representative. They have a hot lineup, especially in the starting rotation and bullpen. I'm excited to see people I've never seen before, and I'm especially excited to see all the best players gathered together in this tournament," Scoble said, expressing his eagerness for the 2026 tournament. He also mentioned the possibility of Ohtani participating. "Of course, I'm looking forward to it. It's sure to be a great time. For fans, it means their favorite players will be representing their country. When you think of Team Japan, Darvish and Shohei will be playing together. It's an incredibly cool experience to play on a team that's usually rivals in the National League West. I can't contain my excitement, as players we normally play against may even be on the same team. Representing my country for the first time," he said with anticipation. Meanwhile, U.S. media outlets have reported on the participation of the Dodgers members. Regarding the Dodgers' participation in the WBC, Tommy Hedman's participation, which was criticized by Korean media in the previous 2023 WBC, has been a hot topic for some time, but now full-scale coverage has begun. South Korea's national team manager, Ji Hyun, spoke to Korean media at Kimpo Airport on November 12th, revealing that he had heard about Edman's surgery from him in September, but that the delay in the announcement was due to his own personal decision. Edman's ankle was in very poor condition, but he endured it because he felt he had to play in postseason games. He also said that he had asked me not to mention this to the media, and that he had not performed as well as he had hoped in the 2023 tournament, so he wanted to participate and perform well this time. However, he was very disappointed that he was not in good condition. He also said that he would definitely play if there was another opportunity. Regarding the participation of Ohtani, Yamamoto Yoshi, and Sasaki Riki in the WBC, many fans have expressed their opinions on social media, such as, "I hope Ohtani and Yamamoto don't push themselves too hard and focus on the season, so it's only natural that the Dodgers' main players won't be participating in the WBC, and I hope they avoid the risk of injury." While many are of the opinion that the Dodgers' main players, who fought all the way to the World Series, should not participate in the WBC due to fatigue and the risk of injury, the Dodgers team is also showing a reluctance to send its main players to the WBC. Manager Roberts said in April this year that he would be the first player to send his main players to the WBC in probably the most number of games in WBC history. It will be a tournament that players from around the world will want to participate in. They'll want to gather the best players in the world, and the Dodgers have the best players. He said he would support them if they wanted to participate, but added that they need to be careful about sending their head of household. Even at this late stage, the front office remains cautious about sending players to the WBC. A local special loss player said Yamamoto and Sasaki are likely to be hesitant about sending players. Yamamoto was the only Dodgers starter to stay in the rotation throughout the season, starting 30 games and pitching at full capacity throughout the postseason. He pitched with 0 rest in the World Series, earning 3 wins and being named MVP. His fatigue is obvious. Since he's expected to be the ace pitcher, he won't be overburdened before the season starts. Yamamoto has a history of injuries to his right elbow and side, and last year he injured his right shoulder. At 178 centimeters and 78 kilometers per hour, his engine is small for a major leaguer, so it's also important to consider that. In an interview with Shukan Bunshin published on the 13th, Yamamoto Yoshinobu commented, "I'm sure young baseball players will be looking forward to next year's WBC, so I hope to convey something to them and do my best to aim for that spot. However, I also have to consider my own physical condition, and next season is very important, so I will carefully assess the situation and make a decision." What about Sasaki? In the 2025 season, he pitched in 10 games, recording 1 win and 2 holds. He took a break in May due to a right shoulder impingement injury, but returned as a reliever towards the end of the season. Although he contributed to the team's consecutive World Series victories as a closer in the postseason, he did not work the entire season like Yamamoto, so he should still have some reserves. In an interview with Sports Illustrated after the World Series, General Manager Freeman said that Sasaki will be positioned as a starter this season and will be training to prepare for that role. While his ability to swing his arm without thinking twice as a reliever likely helped him regain his usual feel and form, whether he can produce results as a starter pitching long innings remains to be seen. He will need to be thoroughly trained at the training camp during spring training. Sasaki has yet to play an entire season. Given his physical concerns, it could be argued he has no room for the WBC. Therefore, it looks like Ohtani will likely be the only Dodgers pitcher to participate in the WBC. While Rai has been pitching at full capacity since the start of the season, it's unclear whether he'll pitch in the WBC, but he's a promising hitter. Beyond Yamamoto and Sasaki, the situation regarding the major league pitchers is extremely uncertain. Some members, including Cubs pitcher Imanaga, are reportedly not particularly interested, putting Samurai Japan manager Iwata's negotiating skills to the test. The WBC is fast approaching, and the players will represent their country in the spirit of the match. What kind of team composition and strategies will the U.S. national team and Samurai Japan come up with? And that brings us to the end of today's episode, but not the end of this story. Because everything we're witnessing right now, Team USA's super team, Japan's internal struggles, Ohtani's bold decisions, Judge's leadership, and the rising stars caught between giants is only the beginning of a battle that will reshape the 2026 WBC and perhaps the future of international baseball itself. One thing is clear: the world is changing, the stakes are rising, and the next chapter is already unfolding. So don't go anywhere. The announcements, the reactions, the hidden negotiations behind the scenes, they're coming fast, and every update feels bigger than the last. If you enjoyed today's deep dive, make sure you stay with us, because the next video will take you even further behind the curtain. Until then, thank you for watching, stay curious, and I'll see you back here for the next breaking chapter. This story is far from over.